Hi, my name is Gregor Fris and I'm one of the bass guys. I just hope I'm not the only bass guy here today on this wonderful Guitar Summit live stream. Before anyone complains, even though this is a German show, I was asked to do this in English, so please enjoy my wonderful Eastern German accent, arguably one of the best. On my YouTube channel, bassdemo.com, I test all kinds of bass gear, but what I want to do with you today is listen to a bunch of interesting bass pedals. Well, actually, a lot of interesting bass pedals. With me is my buddy René Flexenhaar, who will play bass in the Sound-Beispiele. And just for fun, let's start with some weirdos, because I have a bunch of really weird pedals. So let's check them out and let's see if we can make any sense of them. Here's the first one, the Electro Harmonix micro synthesizer, and this is the version 2 from the early 80s. With pedals like the Source Audio C4 synth, of course, those seem now a little bit outdated and maybe a little bit like a one-trick pony, but I don't care about that because the trick is damn good. Real pedal number 2 is the game changer Plasma Coil. It uses a xenon tube, a gas-filled tube, to create distortion with the power of 1,000 suns, and this one's a little bit special, so buckle up, fellow travelers. Real pedal number 3, the Jupiter FX Super Weirdo. I mean, it says it on the pedal, it definitely belongs here. One could say this is just a chaotic noise machine, and one, I guess, would be right, but one could also sit down just as René did and take 2 minutes and find a sound that works for one. Next pedal comes again from Electro Harmonix, the frequency analyzer, which is a ring modulator. When I got this, I had a certain expectation or understanding what a ring modulator is, but this pedal definitely proved me wrong. It's basically just here to make my bass sound out of tune at all times. It's so much fun. But this one here is an expression pedal mod, which almost makes it cool. Next weird pedal is the Wmd Geiger Counter. This is a digital distortion that allows you to manipulate the sample rate and the bit depth. I thought it's some sort of a bit crusher, but it's not really. It's more like just a weird distortion with a lot of sound artifacts that actually sound like a Geiger counter. So let's check it out. Next weird pedal is the Delay Llama Extreme from Jam Pedals. This is just a normal, super complex analog delay that can do thousands of things that you need or don't need, I don't know, which all still seems normal until you discover the random mode. Stop this. Since we don't have the time to check them all, just a quick shout out to this weird Russian envelope filter. Shout out to this weird expression pedal that turns knobs of other pedals with this stick kind of thingy. And shout out to the Electro Harmonix Golden Throat Talkbox. Why do I have this stuff, and does this even work for bass? Well, that was fun. And now I want to show you a bunch of pedals from a company that's very close to my heart. Musitronics, or better known as Mutron. They still exist and operate, but today we want to have a look at their vintage pedals from the 70s that really changed the game at the time and were made famous by guys like Stevie Wonder and Larry Graham. Let's start with their Octaver, the Mutron Octave Divider. What can I say about this pedal? It's lush, the octave sounds incredibly smooth, which I love. Not the best tracking, don't even try poly stuff or the E string, but what it does, this submarine OC2 kind of thing, I think it does it extremely well, especially in combination with distortion. Next Mutron is the actual Mutron, the Mutron 3. This is the most legendary, iconic and sought after envelope filter out there. If there was one pedal that's the face of funk, it's definitely this one. You might think, yeah, that's pretty standard, my envelope filter pedal can do exactly the same thing. And you're right, I often have to come to the point where I have to acknowledge that envelope filters are a lot more complex and versatile today. Pedals like the Proton from 3-Leaf Audio or the Spectrum Intelligent filter from Source Audio, they're just amazing. And even pedals like the Qtron from Electro Harmonix, which was, by the way, designed by the same guy who made this one. But every time I lose faith and I start to doubt that the Mutron is the greatest envelope filter out there, I pick it up, I play one note and can confidently say, yes, it definitely is. It's not just the envelope filter that makes it so great, it's the overall sound, something that comes out of your bass sound. It's just magnificent. And whenever I have it on my board, I leave it on at all times. Well, if you thought the Mutron and the Octave Divider are huge pedals, then what's with this one? This is the biphase, a pedal that I purchased a couple of months ago after dreaming about it for years and hallucinating about what it might sound like and what it might be able to do. And I'm just a huge phaser guy. I love phasers, and this is pretty much the Rolls Royce of phasers. It's 2 units combined with a sweep generator that can do just the wildest modulation sounds that you can imagine. Of course, this is more for textual work than actually low-end bass playing, but you have to agree that this just sounds amazing. I love this pedal. I'm not sure if it's still really a pedal. This is the foot switch. Maybe that's the pedal. For me, the biphase is just a massive source of inspiration, and of course, it's a lot of fun to toy around with. I love these pedals. If you dig this kind of stuff, you might also be interested in a video we did a couple of weeks ago that you can of course watch on our YouTube channel. It's about 7 or so Electro Harmonix envelope filters, all vintage pedals, really cool video. So if that sounds like something you might be interested in, just go find it on the internet. For the last part of our little bass pedal presentation, let's sit back together and enjoy in a rather uninterrupted fashion René Flexenhaar and 33 bass pedals. That's it from me today. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks to René for playing. Thanks to everyone at Guitar Summit for organizing this online event. And let's hope that we can next year meet in Mannheim in person again and lick each other's faces as we did pre-pandemic. It has been a pleasure. My name is Gregor Fris. My channel is called bassdevo.com. And if you want to see more of this kind of stuff, just come around and say hi in the comments. That's it. See you next time. Auf Wiedersehen. Herzlichst, Ihr Gregor Fris.